hear this statement. When you say something you don't mean, law of attraction hears what you do mean. Ooh. So you poked at it with a stick and didn't get the results that you wanted. See what we're getting at? So let's, rather than talking about abundance and money, let's talk about abundance. Abundance of clarity, abundance of sunshine. So I accept that from the unseen, abundance flows to me in this form. And so it is logical to me that from the unseen, that all nature of abundance will flow to me. And that in the same way that I can be in a vibrational place of just allowing that to happen, I can be in a vibrational place of allowing more abundance on more subjects to happen. Feel how free-flowing that is? In other words, no resistance. Those statements were easy to make and felt good as you make them. Now that may be all the work that you need to do for one conversation that you're having with yourself. And you can tell that you've done good work because you have contemplated a subject and you felt good while you contemplated it. So we're going to make a statement to you, really to all of you. This is another refined point, very fine-tuning, deliberate creators that we are visiting with here today. So how do you feel about the concept of, in order to get the results that you want, if you've got some clogged pipes, just never mind them, lay some new pipes? Doesn't that make perfect sense to you? Isn't that an easy to understand concept? So now we just want to insert this very important understanding. When you're standing in the middle of clogged pipes, and you know you are because you feel uncomfortable, that's not the time to try to lay new pipes, because all you do is increase the clogging of the pipes that already exist. So here's a statement that we want you to remember. We want you to somehow, some way, and we'll talk more about that as we're moving forward, somehow, some way, get on this high-flying disc. Usually happens first thing in the morning, before things have come to thwart it. Sometimes you don't make it to breakfast. But first thing in the morning is when you're most likely to feel it. And the more you reach for it, the more you care about it, the more you milk it when you are there, the more you will own it, the easier it will be, the more the momentum will be there, the more often you'll be there, the easier it'll be to be there. So good to understand. Esther has taken it to such an extreme these recent days that anytime anything feels like efforting, may not even be a word, but she likes it. Efforting. Every time I'm efforting, she says, I know I haven't done the energy work. If I'm efforting, I haven't done the energy work. And sometimes she's been saying to us, Abraham, you know, I get it that you want us to be on the high-flying disc and the inspiration will come from that. And oh, how I love that feeling, she says. But there are some things that I have to do today, whether I'm on the high-flying disc or not. I got to do it today. It's due today. Whether I'm on the high-flying disc or not, I have to do it today. So what can I do to get on the high-flying disc? And then she says, and isn't that sort of efforting? If I'm doing a focus wheel to get on the high-flying disc, or if I'm deliberately thinking, and we say, that's as far as we would like you to take your efforting. Mm-hmm. She texted efforting to Tracy the other day, and autocorrect changed it to elfing. And she thought, that's much better. I'd rather elf it than effort it. So as you're reaching for this high-flying disc, what you begin to notice is that the effort factor becomes less. It doesn't feel like you're trying so hard and working so hard because you're not needing to compensate for misalignment. And you're carried in the momentum and in the inspiration of the alignment. And then life's fun. And that's what Esther means when she says, I feel like I'm becoming a vibrational snob. It's like, I'm not willing to play unless I'm up there. If I'm up there, I'll play. But I don't want to play unless I'm up there. I don't want to think unless I'm up there. I don't want to drive unless I'm up there. I don't want to do anything unless I know that I'm up there. So, Abraham, do I effort to get up there? And we say, well, you're just going to have to work this out. After a while, you begin noticing what things take you there, and the path of least resistance gets easier and easier. So let's say you're there, and it doesn't matter if you even know how you got there. Esther was talking to a friend on the telephone the other day, and they got on the subject, and they were laughing so hard. They were laughing so hard that neither one of them could understand what the other one was saying. What? I can't understand you. What? I can't understand you. And so Esther has decided that she never needs to meditate again. She'll just remember that conversation, and she goes right to that high-flying disc. In other words, when you get hold of something that feels like that, just milk it and 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 use it for your reason for feeling the way that you're feeling. So here's the statement. We've been teasing you about it. It's time to deliver it to you. Do all of your laying of new pipes from your high-flying disc. All of them from your high-flying disc. So the other day, after laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing with this friend, Esther replayed that conversation over and 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 over in her mind all day long. We'll tell you what they were laughing about. We warn you, you kind of had to be there. So they're talking about the same thing that you're asking about. They're reaching for high-flying thoughts. And Esther is saying, I've discovered that the more general I am, the easier it is to stay there. And so she was saying, I love words like clarity, and I love the feeling of invincibility. And I've got this pen that I pretend is my magic wand, and I'm just waving it around, and it feels like the entire universe is responding to what I'm asking for. And all I want to do is think about these things and talk about these things. Esther said, I'm afraid I'm becoming like a vibrational snob. Because I'm not willing to go to other less good feeling places. And I'm beginning to understand enough about energy and alignment and vibration and momentum and movement and alignment and resonance that action began feeling increasingly resistant. I could tell I was sort of barking up the wrong tree. And so I withdrew myself from that behavior and relaxed back into an effort to line up my energy. But I'm feeling sort of lazy. I'm feeling sort of irresponsible. I've got old pipes, lazy pipes, irresponsible pipes, not carrying my own weight pipes, not proving my worth pipes. I can feel that that's still active within me, and those thoughts feel uncomfortable to me. And so I'm reaching for a new thought that feels better, and I can't find it because there's enough momentum going. So I'm going to go general. I'm going to go as general as I can go. Nothing needs to happen this red hot minute. Whether I keep my nose to the grindstone in this moment is not going to make any difference in the outcome of this. I have the right and the ability to just relax into my good feeling for a minute. I understand that the laws of the universe are in place. I'm getting better and better at applying them for myself. I know for sure that I have the ability to focus, and I understand the power of focus. And I so love inspired action. I can feel the power in inspired action. And I love the feeling of inspired action. I love working in concert with the laws of the universe. I like moving toward the things that I want. I love that feeling of momentum. I like the idea of the leverage of the universe. I like the idea of having access to the energy that creates worlds and flowing it through my focus. I like results I get from alignment. I'm so aware of results that I get from alignment. This lighter feeling that I'm feeling right now is a manifested evidence that I'm coming into resonance with my own power. I can feel that if I can continue this, that ideas of inspiration will begin to flow to me. I can feel that this is not only not wrong action right now, that this is the most right action that I've found in a while. I'm returning to my true empowerment. I'm returning to my true nature. I can feel that I'm dovetailing with the power of the universe. I can feel that I'm lining up with the things that I've put into my vortex. I believe that law of attraction has been assembling all of those cooperative components. And I believe that in this exercise that I'm doing right now, that I'm becoming more one of those cooperative components. And I believe that on that high-flying disc where I'm on that disc and all of the cooperative components are on that disc with the things that I want, that it's not only going to get me really good results eventually, I'm getting really good results now because of the way that I feel right now. I believe that this is the way I'm meant to feel. I believe I'm meant to feel proud of myself. I believe I'm meant to feel invincible. I believe that I'm meant to feel my own empowerment. I believe that I'm supposed to direct the energy that creates worlds. I believe that the sifting and the sorting that I've done has all been about that. I believe I'm in the right place at the right time. I love my vitality. I love my ability to act. I want to jump into action. I want to make things happen. I want to be a cooperative component. I want to be the deliberate creator of my own experience. I love the feeling of energy flowing through me. I love this feeling of empowerment. I love accessing the energy that creates worlds. I love directing it toward things that matter to me. I love the ideas that are flowing now. I love the ideas that are coming next. I love this world in which I live. I love everybody and where they are. I'm so appreciative of all of the action-oriented people in this world. I adore those who are acting no matter what, and I so enjoy those that are acting out of inspiration. I so love being one who is acting out of inspiration. I just love this action-oriented, inspired world in which I am such a vivid part. I'm so happy that I understand these laws of the universe. I'm so happy that I've redirected myself right here and now. I'm so happy that I found the high-flying disc. I'm so happy that I milked the momentum of the high-flying disc. I can feel that I'm now owning it for a while. I can feel that now I've done good work and that the evidence of this day is going to show to me the alignment that I've achieved. I'm expecting lots of inspiration today. I'm expecting lots of aligning with lots of other people that are on this high-flying disc. This is one of the most productive moments in time I've ever spent. I am so happy that I took the time to do what matters most and engage for myself and for the world at large and for others that I will co-create with. I'm so happy that I have become a cooperative component with the energy that creates worlds. And then all manner of cooperative components punctuate for you. Give you evidence all day today. Watch what happens. Your lives will be different just from participating in that high-flying rampage. Your vibrational set point has changed. Your point of attraction has changed just from participating that much. Can you imagine what's going to begin to happen as you deliberately reach for that high-flying disc and that you don't engage? Someone calls, I can't talk to you. Why not? I'm not on the high-flying disc. Where are you going? To the high-flying disc. What are you going to do? Milk it. So on and on and on and on. You've never heard two people snort more. So finding something like that and milking it just for the fun of it, milking it just for the clarity of it, causes you to practice that high-flying vibration and gain momentum of that high-flying vibration and make it more likely that that is the high-flying vibration that you own. Make it easier to be there. So after that, Esther went to bed that night playing that over and over and over in her mind. She had a long conversation with her daughter Tracy, who was waiting to pick someone up at the airport, telling her the story and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. What fun it is to have conversations with those who, like you, don't mind being locked in that crazy room where you are not facing reality, where your undivided attention is upon whatever subject it is that makes you feel like that. So Esther went to sleep in that vibration. And when she awakened in the morning, such an interesting thing happened. Because her first thought, now she's been listening to us for a long time, talking about how when you prepave, when you go to bed thinking about good things, and you'll wake up thinking about good things. And Esther woke up, and the first thought that was in her mind was maybe the most troubling thought that she's experienced in the last several years. That was the thought that was in her mind. But she was so consciously aware of all of these concepts that we've been talking about that she said to herself right out loud, I've got 16 seconds to shake this thought. 16 seconds to return to my high-flying disc. 16 seconds to lay my new pipes about this subject. And then energy just flooded all through her as she realized that this was her high-flying disc. This was her chance to take a subject that had been troubling and approach it from her high-flying disc. And she left it in a place never to return to again. You see what we're getting at? We've enjoyed this interaction more than words can begin to describe or define. And we want to acknowledge the vibrational place that you now are. These conversations go longer than they need to, but in the process, we do manage to find vibrational alignment more and more and more with that high-flying disc. And you manage, by your willingness to play here, by your willingness to focus, and by sheer being in the environment of this higher